So it's pretty amazing, guys, that I'm coaching people that are flying from all different parts of the world. You know, the crazy thing is, I've been doing this for years and I didn't even consciously really realise it. It's just become the norm. It's only after going through the mental breakdown and coming back from the breakdown and building my business back up again and getting in a good place that I've started to attract clients again from all different parts of the world. And there's a reason I'm sharing this story. I'm not sharing this story to be big-headed. I'm going to turn this into a teaching lesson. Well, if I'm being honest, maybe I am a little bit. Maybe I am speaking to everybody that put me down growing up, because we all go through that. So it is nice to stop for a second and realise what you've achieved, especially when you've been through a difficult time. So I need to touch on a few things in this video. Social anxiety is really important. I also need to touch on taking risks, how to do business the right way, why I get returning clients. I have 2 new clients this week that I got. Both clients I coached about 5 or 6 years ago, and they've returned. And it's such a lovely feeling when people still remember you. They still want to work with you. You know, they still see the amazing value in the coaching and the teaching. So what was my point? So yeah, this week's been amazing. I did 8 days straight coaching with a good friend of mine and client from America, from the US. Straight away after that, I worked with a client, like I said, that I worked with 6 years ago from London. Straight after that, I'm on day 2 of a weekend program working with a client from France, a client that I worked about 7 years ago, absolutely lovely guy. Then a couple days time, in September, I'll be coaching another guy that's flying in from Estonia. So it's pretty amazing. America, France, Estonia. They're just 3 countries off the top of my head. Now, when I look at the whole duration of my career as a confidence coach, dating coach, social coach, all those things, I'm going to do this soon because I really want to inspire people and I want to appreciate what I've achieved. And when I say what I've achieved as well, I'm not just meaning in the way that most people are going to hear it, because I know how most people are. They're just going to think, oh, he's just showing off his success, money, fame. I'm not really talking about that. It's the people I've met. You know, I grew up on a council estate. For those of you that don't know what that is from America, it is a bit like the projects. It's a rough area. It's a poor area. It's not that big. So, you know, a council estate on London. And several years later, I've time traveled. I've traveled the world through meeting people from around the world. So I've had clients from Germany, I've had clients from Holland, France, America, Canada, Austria. It's so many countries, Asia. Man, it's just so many. There's so many more. I just can't remember. I have to sit down and make notes. Australia, South Africa. It's amazing. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy what you can achieve if you've got the courage. If you don't care what people think, and you don't let their criticism stop you or affect you, and you're fearless and you face your fears, you know, and you're a good person, and you're generally trying to help people, you can achieve anything pretty much. So the tip I want to give you today, because now let me explain something. That's why I started doing business coaching, because I'm so passionate about business, because business enabled me to live the life that I'm living now. And yes, the financial freedom is fantastic, but it's more than that. It's way more than that. It's the people that you meet. I have amazing experiences. Like I said, I've gone from a man who grew up in a poor area. I left school with no education because I didn't enjoy school. I didn't go to university because I didn't want to go to university, to be honest. And, you know, I did lots of demenial jobs, low-paid jobs, and there's nothing wrong with doing that. I respect anyone who gets off their arse, gets up in the morning and goes to work, whatever job they do. But the point is, I wasn't happy in those jobs. And I knew God gave me more. I knew I had a passion. I knew I could do more. And teaching, inspiring people was something that was always in my heart from a young kid. But it just took me quite a lot of years to get the courage to go and do it. That's why I resonated with Les Brown's story. So, it's you know, words are cheap sometimes, because until you experience it, you won't really get it. So that's why I'm enjoying at the moment. I'm coaching one of my dedicated clients on my business coaching program. He's building his business. He's going to do the same. He's going to be a coach, he's going to do fantastic. He's so hard working. So I wanted to start doing business coaching because I know what it done for me. I know that the skills that I've learned, I want to pass them on. And these are skills that I learned not from reading books and just sitting down comfortable. I got out and met people from around the world. I learned from people. I've grown so much because I'm around good people and because I'm always building other people up and helping them to grow. So you know what's great about the connections? I'm not going to say this is with every client because that's just not possible. But most of the clients I work with, the connections that we have, these conversations, they're probably the most meaningful conversations that I've had. You know, they're just unbelievable, the things that we talk about. Everything we talk about is meaningful. That's very rare in a job that you get to do that. Most jobs you can't have those conversations. It's not appropriate. It wouldn't work in the work environment. But in my job, for me, it's not even really a job, it's a passion. But yeah, you know, we can say it's a job. So how did I achieve this? How did I do it? Can anyone do it? 100%. The first way I achieved it was by setting goals. When I was broke and I had no job, and I was living at my parents and I had no girlfriend, and I was rock bottom, but I was very passionate, and I knew that I wanted to build something and be successful. And initially it wasn't a business; it was teaching. That's what drew me to business. Business came after. I don't come from a business background or a business family per se. I didn't go business school. I didn't read business books. But I believe teachers are born, not made. I had a gift for teaching even when I was a young kid at school. It always felt natural to protect people, help them, speak to them, you know, in a therapeutic way, make them strong. Because I suffered with a lot of weakness growing up. My dad always made me strong, and I had other people do it. And it comes natural. It's not something that you have to fake or second guess. Teaching for me is a natural thing. That doesn't mean it's easy, it's challenging, but I love the challenge. So that you can hear the passion I've got, and I had when I started, and I'm more passionate probably now than when I started. So the passion to teach, people feel it, people sense it. People can tell when you're genuine, and you're not just doing something just for the money, or for other reasons. You're doing it because you enjoy helping them, and you're an honest person. I'm not a perfect person, no one is, but I'm a good person. And people sense that. And that's one of the key things you need, in my opinion, to be successful in business, because that's why I get returning clients. Again, I'm not bragging, but I'm confident in my ability. So it's facts. It's not bragging if it's facts. I get clients coming back because they still remember the experience, and I've treated them well, and I've been loyal, and I've been honest with them, and I've helped them. And I don't ask them to come back. I don't expect anything. But it happens, and it's a great feeling. And obviously, I attract new clients. I attract business all the time around the world. So it's the people I've met are just amazing. When I was a young kid, I used to always dream of, like, I want to meet people from other countries. You know, I want to meet interesting people. Especially in my head at that time, it was, oh, I'd love to have an American friend or meet someone from America because I'm from England. I watched the movies growing up, and it feels like we're worlds apart. It feels like it's another planet. And then obviously I start meeting people, and then it's quite amazing. You realise that just because someone's from a different country, we're so similar. We have our differences, of course, and that's what makes it interesting. So culturally, I've just got to meet so many people. That's why people probably, that's why I come across, and I am intelligent, like probably someone that has read a lot of books. I've read some books, but I'm glad my walk of life has been, I've spoke to a lot of people, and my coaching, my business has enabled me to do that. And you know, how I've attracted, on a practical level, YouTube. Best tip I can give anyone watching this video, if you want to build a business and you want to, it's not just about attracting clients worldwide, you want to connect with people, you want to meet people and have real conversations and help them, YouTube is the platform in how I did it. But I would also go as far to say, yes, it's YouTube on a practical level. Of course, the videos have enabled people to meet me around the world and get to know me. But it's also the way that I've acted as well. I'm not one person on YouTube and then another person in person. When people meet me, they feel they already know me, and that's a nice feeling. And I didn't do that as a tactic. It's not a tactic. I'm not into that. It's just, that's how I am. I can't be another way. I can't be acting different on a video, and then when people meet me, it's like a split personality. So because I am myself, and I've improved it over the years, I've worked on being more genuine. And you know, when I meet people, they already know a lot about me, and there's trust, there's familiarity. And you need all these things to build a good business and help people and make money. You need to build trust. You can only build trust through being honest, being genuine. And the thing is, sometimes people hear that and they think, oh, that's a lot of pressure. But you haven't got to be perfect. None of us are perfect, but that's not an excuse not to be genuine. So it's not something you can fake. And of course, you're going to get people out there going to try it. They're going to try and be like me. It's not going to work. They're going to try and remodel what I've done, and it's not going to work. You have to be you. So when I teach people in my business coaching program, it's definitely not to be me. But I teach them the life skills, the social skills, the business skills, the marketing, the sales skills that I've learned. But within all those skills, they're going to project that in their own personality, in their own core message. But yeah, coming back to it, it was hard starting all this for me. I'm naturally an introverted man. I am partially shy, believe it or not. So meeting people and coaching them in person and spending a long time with them hasn't been easy for me. But I'm glad. I love it. I absolutely love it. If it was easy, then I probably wouldn't have lasted this long. And it's not always hard. Some days it's hard, some days it's not. It depends. But I love the challenge of it. So I had to face my social anxiety. Really, that was what's holding me back, guys. That's my story. Social anxiety was holding me back from years from making money, getting a girlfriend, becoming my own boss, following my own passion, and meeting people from all around the world. It's just, I can't, sometimes honestly I can't believe it, because I still remember, obviously I don't have the emotions, thank God, but I can still go back into the memories and remember how depressing my life used to be and how unconfident I was. But I was willing to take the risk, you know that you've got to take risks, calculated risks nonetheless, but you've got to take risks. And it's quite amazing. If you give your heart and you give a lot, people give a lot back. So already it's amazing for me, because I understand some people said to me like, well, how are you going to build your business back because of COVID and the market conditions? But I've got to be honest, I don't mean this smugly. I knew I'd build it back, because I knew that I built a good foundation. I've got good relationships all around the world. As I said, I could get on a plane now and go to most countries, and if I wanted to, I'm not going to take it. I wouldn't go hungry. I mean, I've got my own money, but what I mean is, I've got friends all around the world, clients that would let me stay at their house or would meet me and show me around. I don't even ask for it. It's a gift. I'm well grateful for it. I probably won't take it because I don't like taking things from people unless I'm giving them a lot back. But nonetheless, it's nice to be in that position. But I've earned that position because I faced my fears, and I faced people judging me, laughing at me. The pain that I went through was absolute agony, but it was so worth it. Of course it was worth it to be in this position, to have so much joy and happiness and connections. And it's quite overwhelming. I could cry. I'm not going to cry on the camera, and I won't cry, well, if I felt like it, but I won't cry in front of my clients. But when they say, you don't know what you've done for me, you've changed my life. Like years ago, I was in a bad position, and now I've changed, or now I've got a girlfriend, or now I'm doing the job I want, or now I'm more confident at work. It's unbelievable. You can't put a price on that. As they say, when we die, no one's going to remember how much money I had. No one's going to remember the Instagram followers. What people are going to remember is how that person treated them. And that makes me feel good, because I wasn't a perfect person. Obviously, we've all got a past. I made mistakes, so it makes me feel good that I treat people well and they appreciate it and they come back and they remember. And it does. People don't have to come back necessarily to the emails I get. I get emails all the time saying, "Oh, you don't remember, but whatever. We met. You spoke to me a couple of words. You gave me some encouragement, and it changed my life." It's an amazing thing. That's what coaches can do. So if any of you are watching this video and you've got a passion for teaching, I only coach people that are passionate, and you want to start a business and you want to build a good business, what I've done, something similar, but in your own way, get in touch. I do business coaching. I do dating coaching, business coaching, social anxiety coaching. I put it all under the umbrella as confidence coaching, but the reason why I'm explaining it, because some people might not know what that is. They might want dating coaching, and you might think, oh, confidence coaching isn't, but it's all the same for me. Yeah, different areas, but when I work with people and I help them with their dating, although we're focusing on that, helping them to get a relationship, a genuine one, the skills that they're learning from me, my business skills come through. Does that make sense? So social skills, dating skills, and business skills, although these are separate areas, the skills, and they're really the same. They're quite transferable. So the skills are unbelievable. But I'm going to keep saying it again. It's a bit of an affirmation. If you guys would have seen how bad, my mum was saying it the other day, if you would have seen my starting point, you would really appreciate how far I've come, and it would inspire you to believe that you can do the same in your life. Because I wasn't always this person. I was not this person. I couldn't do it. I would not be able to do what I'm doing now 15 years ago. I couldn't speak, I couldn't meet people, I couldn't make eye contact, I couldn't lead, I couldn't show people around, I couldn't cope. I had no confidence. I was very fragile socially, so insecure, and I wasn't in a position to be encouraging people. I was in a dark place. But I built myself up. I had a dream, I had a desire. I did a lot of praying in my early 20s. I still pray now, but what I mean at that point, I listened to Les Brown, I took his advice. Listen, learn from smart people. That's something that I did on my journey. If I didn't listen to Les Brown and I didn't listen to smart people, I wouldn't be in the position I'm in. Because my own understanding was ignorant. I didn't know enough to a certain degree. I had it all in me, but the ignorance was blocking me from going out and being confident. So on a practical level, I'm in this position because I've faced my fears hundreds of times. I've gone through lots of social situations where I felt embarrassed and awkward, and because I've gone through them, I've also had so many times where I am now where I don't feel those feelings. I feel confident, I feel relaxed, I feel calm. So it was just the work that I put in, and it's the groundwork that I did years ago. Putting out a lot of good free content. It's the free content that eventually attracts the paid coaching business that I get. Because it's so much value. If people can't say, well, I can only get it if I pay for it, because that isn't the truth. The truth is you're getting it for free. You're getting it for free right now. So all the teaching, I'm just spilling it out on every video anyway. Now, obviously, if you do paid coaching, you're going to get better results. It's going to be easier because you have a mentor. You have me with you. And a client said this about me, so I don't want to be big-headed, but it is true. He said, you know what, Johnny? You should run these 8-day programs with only select clients, because just them being around you, they're going to change their life because of being around someone so positive like yourself. And it's true what he said, because when I worked with my mentor, when I worked with Jeff, he was so positive and smart, and so much experience. The time I spent with Jeff rubbed off on me. It took me to another level. The same with other people. So everyone can create that for themselves. I'm not just saying I'm the only one or this mentor. No, everyone can. But you got to work on your issues, and that's what I had the guts to do. So being around me in person, if you're open, you're going to enjoy it, because the energy is positive, and I'm always working on myself. And the thing is, I said this to my client yesterday, and I'm going to keep him confidential, right? Because he wants to be confidential, and I respect a lot of my clients. They don't want to be on YouTube, so I don't say their name or anything. But I said to him, look, the reason why it's comfortable for me to talk to you, and I'm not afraid, I'm not embarrassed or uncomfortable to talk about dark places, because I've been in them, and that gives me a superpower. Because I went through the mental breakdown, and a lot of people hear that and think, oh, that's terrible, I don't want to hear that. But it isn't terrible for me. It wasn't a nice experience, but it's changed me as a person. It's made me a better teacher. It's made me way more empathetic, and I'm not judgmental if someone has been through something similar and they're trying to come out of it. I've got respect for them, because I've been through it. I've been humbled by that. So all these experiences, I hope everybody hears this well, and they don't hear it the wrong way. Okay, I'm honest, I'm human. I probably am showing off a little bit, because I deserve to, because I've worked hard to do it, and I've been put down for the first part of my life. But I'm telling you what you can achieve, and if you listen carefully and make notes in this video, I'm giving you every single tip to make money and build a successful business. But you've got to face your fear and stop being a coward. You've really got to get serious and face it, because if you don't, nothing's going to change. So it's the mentality. I made a commitment many years ago. I made a psychological commitment, an emotional one. It's just weird to say it. I was in my flat, I was depressed. In my head I was thinking, I want to kill myself. I can't do this anymore. But now I was scared to kill myself, but I was scared to stay alive, and I was scared of staying the same. Listened to Les Brown, I'd done some praying, I heard his talk, I started crying. I heard the good words that he said: failure equals success, it's possible, you can live your dreams, someone's opinion of you doesn't have to become your reality. That was it. That's it. I was changed. because I made a commitment. That's it now. That's it. I'm no more running anymore. There's no more of this hiding. I'm facing this darkness, these fears. And that's what I did over a period of 18 months. And 18 months later, I was successful with a successful business and coaching people from all around the world. And doing public talks and one-on-ones and programs, YouTube videos, interviews, and dating the girl of my dreams. Anyone can do it. I keep saying it. When I used to hear people saying their stories, I used to always think, oh, anyone can do it, but not me. I'm not good enough. There's something wrong with me. No, I did it. You can do it. So ignore those thoughts that you're having when you're hearing my story. Don't be intimidated by me or by what I've done. Be inspired. Don't put me on a pedestal. Because I used to always do that with people, guys. I used to put them on a pedestal and I would be intimidated by anybody that was successful. And when I look back now, that was silly. It was immature. Why give that power over? Respect the person, appreciate them, learn from them, see yourself as the same, as equal. I see myself as equal as everyone. Some of you may laugh at it. I love Les Brown. Les Brown's one of my heroes, but I see myself as equal. I don't see myself as below him. I really don't. I don't believe that. But when I started on my journey, I did. I put everyone above me until I got to the same level in my own journey. I'm not saying I'm on the same level as Les Brown. Les Brown is way more successful than I am. But I don't compare myself to him. In my journey, what I've done is magnificent. And I'm well thankful to Les Brown. And that's why I like saying his name, to give thanks to a man that helped me when I needed the help. He's amazing. The guy is amazing. He's the best motivational speaker in the world, in my opinion. And I honestly believe at what I do, I'm the best in the world. And that is helping men to overcome their fears and their anxieties and to build their confidence and find their purpose. I know I'm the best in the world at that. I know I am. I believe that. I don't think there's anyone who's more passionate, more genuine and talented at what I specifically do, which is quite a unique area. I know it in my own heart. If I didn't believe that, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing at the level to which I'm doing. Can you see my confidence, guys? It's not fake, it's not false, it's earned confidence. And I do believe I'm a humble person. Just because someone, like Muhammad Ali, Tyson Fury, they're good people. It's good to believe in yourself. Who else is going to believe in you if you don't? No one would believe in me when I didn't. No one. No one cared, no one believed in me. Now I believe in me. Thousands of people believe in me all around the world. But when you actually achieve it, you believe it. But you believe what you achieve what you believe. So that's the passion I have. So you need passion. Passion attracts business from around the world. So yes, YouTube is the platform and the tool. Set your business up on YouTube, get your videos going, get your channel going, your branding. Look at my stuff, remodel it. But you've got to have the passion. And you can't be fake. You can't be a people-pleasing, kiss-assing, nasty person. You've got to be a good, genuine person. And that will draw business all around the world. I attract business on Zoom, on the weekend program, as I said. 3 different clients have flown in just in this month alone. Long may it last. But over the years, as I said, if we get the continent or the world map, I've coached clients from this country. It's just too many to mention and too many to remember. So anyway, I've got the second day today with my client. I can't wait. I'm going to go and meet him. Just an amazing guy, amazing connection. So I hope you got a lot out of this video. And I would say if I could bring this down to one word or a couple of words soundbite, do you know what this represents? Do you know what the moral of this story is? Take the risk, man. Take the risk. Stop being a coward. Because for years I wouldn't take the risk. When I took the risk, if it feels right in your heart, it's going to work out, all right? Like, share, subscribe. Share your feelings and thoughts below, and any of you that are watching me that has flown over or we've worked together, I massively appreciate you. Obviously you know that we've met in person, all right? Speak to you soon, fearless.